to Handy Truck Lines.
Dad started it in 1928. He started out teaching school, and he didn't particularly like that, and so he went to work for the Challenge Creamery in Burley. A year or so later, he had an opportunity to buy a milk truck, and that's where it all started. He hauled milk from that point to 1946, when he sold the milk routes and we started to do commercial hauling. We've always really been fortunate to have good drivers. Not only were they good in driving, but they were also good customer-oriented people. And they understood that the customer was always right, and if someone was going to argue with the customer, well, it'd be management that argued, not the driver. They were good with equipment, and consequently, through their efforts of being totally good drivers and good people, we were able to prosper and grow.
You know, a lot of people give me a hard time here, and I've had people in the community say, yeah, everyone says it's a great place to work. And one day I had a guy come up to me and said, yeah, I was talking to a friend of mine. He said you have to really try really hard to ever get fired at Handy Truck Line. I said, I guess that's kind of right, because I give lots of people second chances and sometimes third chances. And I've hired a lot of people back that have quit and gone where the grass is greener and then come back later. But what I do expect is we make a commitment to our drivers to try and keep them busy and try and give them a livable wage and try and make their life good. And I expect the same kind of commitment back to the company, that they try and give a good solid full day's work for the pay, and that they take care of their equipment and themselves. And you know, it's a mutually beneficial agreement. If I take care of the drivers take care of us, then we'll both survive. And we've been at this for 80-some years, and I think it's because of that kind of an attitude. And it was, as soon as when I find a driver that's like that, you know, then we have a match, and they can stay here a long time. And you know, when we talk about being efficient and productive, most drivers think that the way to be efficient is to drive faster and go around the corners faster and all those kinds of things. But actually, the way to be efficient is, when you get out of the truck, know what you're going to do, know how you're going to do it, and get it done quickly so that you're back in the truck and it's moving again. And drivers that do that are always more productive. Then certain things we ask, like idle time, you know, we talk about that pretty regularly in safety meetings, and I'm always amazed that 50%, 60% of the drivers understand that and turn their truck off, and then I have some trucks that sit out here and idle for 10 minutes, and I finally go out and turn them off, and I think they're always kind of embarrassed that they've been caught idling with excessive idling. But you know, you save a lot of money just on how you drive. You know, I have drivers that have been assigned a new truck, and they've driven it for 7 or 8 or 9 years, and you can have 800,000-900,000 miles on it, on an engine, a drivetrain, and a chassis, without any major work. And I've had drivers that are not here anymore that you know, 2 engine overhauls in 18 months just because they didn't check their oil. So, you know, key things, just the things that you would expect everyone to do is check their fluid levels at the start of the day. You know, drive slow, no excessive braking. Excessive braking is always a problem. Slow around the corners. You know, all those safe driving tips are also, they're not only safer, but they're also less wear and tear on the truck, which makes it more productive. More money at the end of the day in the profit sharing plan. So working at Handy Truck Lines, I think that the important thing to understand is that what we do is try and give profit sharing bonuses, and you know, we take enough money to live. The owners take enough money to live off of it, but they don't use it as a great source to become rich and famous. Anyway, we have some drivers that understand that process, and so to me the most valuable drivers are the ones that when they see someone else doing something that's inefficient or non-productive, then they'll say, hey, well, how come you're doing things that way? And so being productive, in the end, you get rewarded anyway because you get part of the profit sharing plan. The drivers that I enjoy being around are the ones that are positive. You know, it's a long day, and it's the same length of day whether you're negative or positive. But if you're positive, it makes everyone else's day seem a lot shorter. So I like the positive drivers, the ones that are looking out for the productivity and profitability of the company. The drivers that are nice to our customers, that are considerate of the dispatchers. You know, everyone complains about dispatchers, but I don't have too many people want to take their place. So I like the drivers that just do what they're told, and if they have something coming up that they want to be off for, they let us know in advance, because we're pretty good about getting people off for events, family events, or whatever. I like drivers that are clean and neat, that look the part, you know, that I'm proud that they're driving for us. And I have a lot of guys like that, a lot of guys that just take care of themselves, take care of their equipment, and do a good job. And usually when I go around visiting, most of the accounts that I visit are always very complimentary of the type of drivers that we have.